All right, everybody, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. We want to welcome everybody, no matter where you are, to this morning's presentation of Unfinished Business, and it's hosted by the National Bliss League. We have a great matchup for you guys. It's the Battle of the Mauro'S. Can you believe it? We have FIDE Master Mauro Ampie versus National Master Mauro Lopez. And it's going to be a slugfest, guys. These guys don't play any games. And to represent both of these guys, we have the highly esteemed Kameron Tolliver, who is no stranger to the cage match. This guy has been in the cage 4 times, and he brings the beat down, the smack down. And then on the other side of the debate, we have National Master Gopal Menon, aka Professor Daddy. He's going to be representing National Master, or I'm sorry, FIDE Master Mauro Ampie, whereas Kameron is going to be representing National Master Mauro Lopez. So Kameron, how you feeling, bro?
Feeling great. I think ready for Mauro to kick some butt today. Mauro Lopez to kick some butt today. I'm just trying to rep my guy.
Nice, nice. How you feeling, Gopal?
I am feeling fantastic.
How do you feel going up against Kameron? I mean, Kameron, having him debate for somebody is pretty awesome because he's no stranger to the cage match. He knows what it takes to win. How do you feel about going against him this morning?
Well, if his last cage match with Tim was anything to go by, I feel like this debate, will be symbolic of that. He will ultimately lose, but maybe some connection issues sprinkled in, and overall, it will be a good match, good debate. So.
Wow, Kameron, that's some shots fired. Everybody's talking about how your internet choked. What do you, any response to that?
Well, I have to say this. I'm ready to see Gopal step in the ring. He hasn't stepped in the ring yet. Maybe once or something, but we're still waiting on that Josh Postuma match.
Look, if I entertained every little dog that barks at my heels, then it wouldn't be a special match.
I heard that. Man, we need to pull you guys apart. We need to put you guys in the debating cage. Man,
Talk about Dog Walk Friday. It's happening right now.
Right.
Wow.
Today is Dog Walk Friday. That's right.
All right, guys, let's get to this debate. Kameron, you're no stranger to the cage. You know what it takes to win. You've been in online cage and over the board cage. You know what it takes to win. First of all, can you tell us what it's like? What does it take to win the match?
It takes some extreme focus, preparation, a very good connection that you guys can see.
Absolutely, absolutely.
When the lights are on you, it's a different story when the lights are on you.
Absolutely, absolutely. So you want to represent National Master Mauro Lopez. Why are you representing him?
Mauro, I knew Mauro for like 2 years now. Mauro's a great guy. He's a great chess player. He just moved to our area, and I think he's going to pull out this match. I think it's going to be an easy match for him. I think he's just ready to come back. He's ready to come back and show everybody what he's got.
Dang, you said it'll be easy match. I mean, Gopal, what do you think? Why are you representing the Mauro Ampie?
I mean, I'm curious to see, why he would think it would be such an easy match. I mean, Mauro is by far the better chess player. Number one in Nicaragua, peak FIDE rating of over 2370. And wow. The guy, I'm telling you, he's incredibly strong. Don't sleep on him. He has 5, not 3, but 5 IM norms.
What? 5
yes.
IM norms?
5
That's
IM
unheard
norms.
Of. That's crazy.
I mean, it's there are a few different types of people. Like if you're trying to get to to complete your title requirements, usually you're either the person who's struggling to get the rating, or you're trying to get the norms,
Interesting. Oh man. All right. Well, thanks for that information. So guys, it sounds like each of you all have a pretty strong argument. It sounds like this is going to be a great match, but both of you all feel each Mauro is stronger than the other. So let's get right into this debate. Kameron, you said earlier that it takes a lot of focus to win the match. Are you saying that Ampie doesn't have that focus despite having 5 IM norms?
Well, I mean, he hasn't been active. If you look at his USCF profile, he hasn't been very active. He only has like 10 tournaments like last year. and Mauro's been very active the last 2 years. So I think that has something to do with it. Maybe he's been playing in Nicaragua or something, but I mean, as far as like recent tournaments here, he just hasn't been very active.
That's a good point. Gopal, what do you say about that? It does take some activity. Maybe he's a little rusty. Or does that make you a little nervous?
Not really, because one important like thing about Mauro to understand is that he is a very strong openings analyst. For example, like I can't unfortunately reveal the name of the few grandmasters I know that he collaborates with, but like these are some like good theoreticians that respect how he thinks about chess, and I'm sure analyzing with such heavy hitters like that will keep him very honest, you know, and especially having such strong players at your disposal for any sort of advice or concerns. You know, he'll get back into shape real quick. And also, I mean, I'd like to say, like, in the context of online events, Mauro played a Royal Rumble recently and got a top 10 finish, and
Wow.
on one of his many accounts. And I think he even beat Josh Colas twice, former cage match winner.
Whoa. Cameron, what are your thoughts, man? He's bringing some pretty serious ammunition to this debate. That's pretty heavy. I mean, do you have anything like that for your Mauro, for Lopez?
Actually, I do. If you look at the NBL season 2, Mauro came in. He was 10th in total points.
Wow.
For that season. I mean, that's pretty incredible. I mean, that's going back to the open age of NBL arenas. So like you had great players like Steven and, you know, people that got banned, you know, or just stopped playing. And even Gopal played in some of those arenas. So I mean,
oh yeah, back in
those are that's a big accomplishment to come in 10th.
That is.
In that entire season.
Man. All right, so guys, man, you guys have both brought some heavy artillery to the fore. I don't even know who to pick, which Mauro. I mean, you all have both brought some pretty interesting points to the table. So we need to separate. We need to give the kill factor. What is it about your player that's going to bring him over the edge? I mean, Gopal said that his Mauro has 5 IM norms, that he had a great Royal Rumble recently. Cameron's talking about his Mauro finishing high in the National Blitz League. What's going to set your Mauro apart? Come on, guys, bring it heavy.
I'm just going to say, when Mauro first moved from Mexico to the United States, up here in Detroit, you know, he was a quiet but deadly killer. You know, the first 6 tournaments he had, his first 6 USCF tournaments, and these aren't like any like weak tournaments. These are like state tournaments. He went 23-1 in his first 6 tournaments.
My God.
Only losing to Mark Hyman, who was one of the best, like a top 3 player in Michigan. So Mauro Lopez is a killer for sure. And I think he's going to do very well in this match.
Man, that's brutal. That's 23-1. That's phenomenal. Come on, Gopal. What's going to set your Mauro apart? What is it about Ampie?
You know, he, like, the fact that he is, I really love that he's so unassuming and, you know, he flies under the radar. But, like, you know, I mean, with regards to Mr. Lopez's record, I mean, okay, 23-1, like, I'll admit it, nowadays it's not easy to beat anybody. You know, even the lower rated players are much stronger than what they used to be. But I mean, looking at the level of his competition in his USCF history, for example, okay, he's played 1 2500. He lost that game, or no, I'm sorry, he's drawn that game actually, and he has defeated 2 2400 players. I believe he beat Mark Hyman and Postuma, but overall negative record. And with 2300 players, he has a win, a draw, and like several losses. And okay, you know, it doesn't really, he has a slight plus score versus 2200 players, and Ampie is just used to competing at a higher level. For example, you know, he played board 1 at the Olympiad before, like
Wow.
the Olympiad, and he, in his own words, did not get his ass kicked. So I think that would be a very big accomplishment for anybody. And I just think the level of competition, and also just in general, like with the players he's used to interacting, are on a very, very high level. So
Man, guys, all right. So if it seems like these guys are going to be pretty even from a technical standpoint, but what about from a mental standpoint? Tolliver, who has been in 4 matches, said it takes extreme focus. Kameron, who do you think is going to have the better mental fortitude?
This going back to the USCF ratings. If you notice, if you look at both of those guys' ratings, Ampie has been on a downtrend for the most part.
Wow.
His ratings have been going down.
Oh, kind of like Lopez.
Lopez.
Wait a minute.
I mean, if you just look at the numbers. I mean,
wait a minute. Both players are on a downtrend.
Oh yeah. Oh, for sure.
His ratings have been going down. I mean, this maybe 5 or 10 points a time, but his ratings has been going down. So.
Yeah, kind of like Lopez from his last 2 tournaments, right? 2302 to 2289 to 2289 to 2278.
But his most recent tournament, he won the most recent tournament. There was an online tournament. The guys from Indiana, was a cash tournament. He actually won the tournament. He only won like $10, but I mean, any online tournament that has cash prizes is going to attract a lot of strong players. And I think that's going to be a big key factor.
My gosh. So, man. So, Gopal, same answer from you then. It seems like both masters are on a decline. Which master is going to come out with the better mental fortitude? It's a 21-game ruling match.
Well, to be honest with Ampie, it's difficult to say. You know, I would say the reason why he had lost some rating points is because it's just really tough to play chess in the US. Like, can you imagine going from playing all these international tournaments to playing a bunch of tournaments in the US where some masters barely have 1800 FIDE ratings? You know, it's an annoying thing for me. I would imagine you know, I played at that time world number 25 Yu Yangyi. Now he's like a top 10 player in the world, but like, I mean, when he played me, I'm sure he was surprised to see I wasn't like a 2200, you know. It's just kind of it's a little bit difficult here. And to add that to the fact that he's going to one of the most prestigious schools in the country, University of Chicago, it probably also means his focus has been in other places. But I mean, having talked to him recently, like, I can tell you, like, especially with this lockdown, he's probably had a bit of a break. He's also had some time to reset himself.
Who's about to break? Who's about to break, Gopal?
No, he's had a bit of a break from school.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
I just want you to be clear. It sounded like you said he was going to have a mental break. I just want to be clear, guys. I just want everyone to understand what you're saying. So, gentlemen, let's get to your predictions. I can't tell by the debate who's winning. I need to hear your predictions. Kameron, what do you think is going to be the finale for tonight? What's going to happen?
I think Mauro's going to come out at least 3 games up on the blitz.
All right, so close match.
Yeah, Mauro's going to win the blitz, and I think the other guy may come up like 1 game on the bullet.
Oh wow! So you're actually saying you said the other guy. So you're talking about Mauro Ampie. So you're saying Mauro Ampie is going to have 1 game advantage. I've never heard this before, where you say your opponent will have an edge in one of the contests. So you're actually saying so in the end, your Mauro will win by 2 games.
Yes.
All right. Nice. All right, Gopal, what are your predictions?
You know, it's interesting. I was wondering what could be the more vulnerable part of the match for Ampie, and I thought kind of opposite to Kameron, I thought it might be the bullet, but not by much, because their peak ratings are nearly identical for bullet. And so I would say bullet is a tie, but Ampie wins the match by +3 because of what he does in blitz. So
nice. So both of you say that this is going to be a pretty close match. I can't wait to see what's going to happen. I like both Mauros. I've played Mauro Ampie a little bit more, so I have a little bit more familiarity with him. So I'm looking forward to see what he brings to the table. I love the swag that both guys bring to the chessboard. So this is going to be a very fun match. Gentlemen, I want to thank you for bringing up your points. Any final statements before we close out?
It's gonna be a great match. I think Mauro Lopez is gonna pull it out. It's all in the numbers. It's all about what have you done for me recently, and the Ampie guy. I don't know. I don't really know what he's done recently.
That's great. That's great. That's coming from Kameron Tolliver, who's 3-1 in the cage. He's one of the most experienced cage members. And Gopal, final thoughts.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really see this this tournament that you were talking about. I don't yeah, I mean, I don't see it updated. So when you talk about what you've done for me recently, all I see is Mauro Lopez's declining rating. But okay, with that being said, both are very nice guys. I've seen, obviously I'm a little bit more sympathetic to my homeboy from Chicago, but
yes.
But it's going to be a very good match, and I think Mauro Ampie, he's very strong mentally. Like if you just watch him during the tournaments, you see he rarely gets affected, even if he's in a bad spot. A very cool character, and so is Lopez to a degree. So I mean, I expect a really good match, full of interesting chess content. Mauro, he has good opening preparation, so Lopez better be ready with some solutions.
All right, man. I don't know if you guys caught that, but there was a subliminal shot there that Kameron was making up fake tournaments for his player. So, but we'll see. We'll see what happens tonight at the match. It's going to be a great one. I'm looking forward to it. Tonight, gentlemen, tonight at 8:30 Central, we're going to have live commentary by the God, Daniel X. I'll be his co-host. We will be streaming live from the National Blitz League's Twitch page, twitch.tv/National Blitz League. We want to welcome everybody. Come on, bring everybody. This is going to be a great match, guys. And there's going to be some great commentary. We're going to do a couple of new things on the show, so you guys are going to really enjoy it. And we want to have you guys in the chat, bringing up some nice things that we can debate on live. So we're looking forward to it. See you guys tonight. Again, 8 p.m. Central, 8:30 Central, 9:30 Eastern. Twitch.tv/National Blitz League. See you guys tonight.